Hey everyone, and welcome to The Breach. My name is Dennis Schmidt and I am an effects artist currently working for a feature film. I have worked on various projects ranging from commercials to game cinematics to a bunch of big feature films. This is an intermediate to advanced production oriented course with focus on flip. I will walk you through the entire process from the initial brief, the importance of reference, until the very end, the final composite. On the way, I will be covering a lot of steps, many details, and sharing all the tips and tricks I know to speed up your workflow and enhance your effects skill set. Whether you are already working in the industry, looking to expand your knowledge, or trying to get your foot into the door, this is the perfect course for getting your next project to a whole new level. Get ready to set up your own studio-like working environment and learn how to create and manage HDAs utilizing a bit of Python as well. We will go over flip simulations in detail, starting with the basics of Lagrangian and Eulerian methods and explaining how flip works under the hood. Creating effects that look great is one thing, but getting that setup to work procedurally is key if you have to implement that same effect over and over. This is what we will be doing with our flip setup in Houdini. Starting with setting up the container and the basic settings, continuing with a proper collider creation and what to look out for. We will refine our simulation settings to get the most out of the flip solver. And being able to direct your effects is key, and this is what we will be doing in the Sim Enhancement class, adding custom forces for more realism and detail. We will go over how to mesh your flip and especially what to look out for when rendering and combining with a larger lake or ocean surface. This includes attribute preparation as well as the meshing itself. To fully utilize the great new whitewater solver, we will go over a proper sourcing with custom and built-in methods. To maximize the potential of the new whitewater system and to be able to art direct it, we will customize the native solver to our needs and have an in-depth look at the available settings. Now, adding additional elements is key to tying things together. This is the case for the smoke simulation. To give the smoke sim a more grainy and wet look, we will also create additional mist particles. To prove our setup works, we will then go ahead and learn how to apply it to different types of scenarios and how to set up complex shots. Even this is not the main focus of the course. We will be going over the environment section, since this is very important for a complete project. We will talk about Houdini's terrain tools and how to set up a scatter system to efficiently render thousands and thousands of trees and bushes. We will then dive into the ocean spectrums and learn how to create lake waves and how to look at water. And to get our animation objects not looking boring flat gray, we will then start to create some materials and hook up the textures. And for this, we will also rely on Python for renaming and automatic texture loading for multiple shaders. Another important part is the lights for the ship. This will help add more interesting lighting, add complexity and depth to our shots. Finishing off the environment, we will go over the creation of fog and clouds to finalize our look for the scene. To finish our project and make our effects shine, we will learn some important shading techniques for water effects. Starting with the water itself, where we customize the ocean shader using specific attributes and masks. Continuing with the shading of the whitewater, where we will be creating a volume shader for points with a wet look to them. Finally, after finishing all the shading and test rendering, we will go ahead and start to assemble everything and talk about layering our effects and how to efficiently split up our scene. Finishing off the course, we will briefly go over the compositing of the shots. Now, I do want to mention that the path I took for this course is not the only one. Luckily, in Houdini there are multiple ways of doing things. I chose the ones I usually use in a production and also ways so that I can share as much general information as possible of the day-to-day situations you may encounter during a project. I do cover every step and explain it, some more in depth and some just roughly. The reason is simply the fact that the course has time constraints and also a focus, which is flip. Taking a course is one thing. Actually applying the information to a real project really makes it sink in. That's why for every week you will receive assignments that will help you complete your own project. So if you want to up your effects skills and always wanted to learn how to create a project just like this, but didn't dare to jump into the waters of flip, now is the time. Let me show you the world of Flip and the process of creating a final project in a production environment. I'll see you in the course.